David Pollock, prime time. Look, I'm on the fence here. I read your article; it was fantastic, and I know what you said. You said, maybe he gets convicted, maybe he doesn't, but it doesn't matter. He deserves it, and I agree. But where does this go from here? Is this putting us all at risk, or we're at risk anyway? I mean, nobody knows this better than you, my friend.
Well, David, several things. First of all, why is James Comey allowed to turn himself in? He stands accused of threatening to kill the president of the United States, far more serious than the bogus charge against me of lying under oath to Congress about Russian collusion when there was no Russian collusion to lie about. That 29 heavily armed FBI agents in full SWAT gear stormed my home at 6 o'clock in the morning with a CNN camera crew in tow. So the real question, the manner of his arrest, I think, is a legitimate question. We were both charged in this case with the same crime. Now, in the case in the Eastern District of Virginia, the judge's decision that Lindsay Halligan, the prosecutor, was improperly appointed is just categorically false. It was a way to get James Comey off the hook. Actually, the appointment of Halligan will be upheld on appeal, but it will be immaterial and irrelevant because the statute of limitations will have run out for James Comey. I applaud Todd Blanche for bringing this prosecution. I think it is a righteous one, but let's be very clear. There is no statute of limitations on seditious conspiracy, and James Comey was part of a seditious conspiracy born in the Obama White House that took you through the Russian collusion hoax, two fraudulent impeachments, the fraud surrounding the 2020 election, the so-called documents case, Arctic frost, all the way to Mar-a-Lago. He was part of that seditious conspiracy. He could be indicted in the Southern District of Florida almost immediately. And it's looking more and more to me like under the leadership of Todd Blanche, that may happen. This was a good first move, but there are a number of egregious federal crimes that he could still be charged with. No, this is not about revenge and retaliation. It's about justice and accountability. And as for maybe we should go easy on them now and they'll go easy on us later, they already tried to destroy Donald Trump. They already tried to destroy General Flynn and his family. They already tried to destroy me and my family. So what would lead us to believe that they would somehow become, friendly and benevolent if they get power again? They abused power before. We are not abusing power now. When people are held responsible for violating the law and the Constitution, they should be prosecuted. They fabricated the crimes against me, against Flynn, against Trump. This is a real crime, and they should be prosecuted in the Southern District of Florida.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they have done it before. They will do it again. What will it take to stop this? And I agree. I want to see James Comey held accountable for everything that he did. I think it's actually vital that he is held accountable, I think, to prevent it. So maybe I answered my own question I was going to ask you is, how important is it that James Comey be held accountable and indicted on the seditious conspiracy charges to prevent what already happened to you and to General Flynn and to so many others, including President Trump? What are we going to do to prevent it from happening again? Because I think that's what most MAGA people have been asking. Like, what are we going to do about the lawfare and how do we keep it from happening again? So is this the right step in the right direction?
It is very definitely a step in the right direction. But the most important thing we can do is win the 26 and 28 elections. And our voters expect accountability and justice. If they don't get it, if they get neither any assurances about election integrity, or if those who engaged in the seditious conspiracy to destroy Donald Trump are not held responsible, frankly, they won't turn out and vote. So this is an important part going forward because the Democrats have no platform for America. They have no plan to create jobs. They have no plan for independent energy independence. They have no plan for our military to continue to be strong and DEI free. They have no plan for America. Their entire platform can be boiled down to one statement: we hate Donald Trump. That's it. They offer the American people nothing. So the way to make sure that there's no future lawfare against innocent people like myself, like President Trump, is to win the 26 and 28 elections and every election as far as the eye can see, which we can do, but not if we don't fulfill our commitment to our own voters when it comes to election integrity and when it comes to bringing people to justice in the efforts involving Russian collusion, James Comey, John Brennan, and the rest of the cabal.
Yeah, well, I think we're all watching very closely, and I agree. I think it's significant for the turnout in November.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.